Hey, everybody out there.
Hi.
We're back with the OES Global podcast. And as you can tell, I'm not joined by Melissa today. It's her birthday today as we're filming this. So happy birthday to Melissa. She is currently in Paris celebrating her birthday. She's having a great time out there. So all of you out there might be wondering, who is this person right next to me? In the last 5 episodes, we've pulled out every single brand and we've talked a little bit about the brands that make up OES Global. But going forward, I think every couple of episodes would be really awesome for us to kind of introduce who exactly works here, who's filling your orders, who's finding that way, who's making it happen. So today, obviously, this is not a new brand. It is a new person, and this person is tackling on the entire corner of Hydration Depot. So with that, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and then you can kind of just tell everyone from those questions, who are you, what were you doing before this, and how did you end up in a chair where your entire job is water?
Hi, Jake. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, I'm Mackenzie. I'm locally here at Hydration Depot called the Water Czarina or Czar. Basically means I tackle everything water on our website. I came here straight from my graduate program. I just graduated at FAU with my MBA. And I was scrolling Indeed, like all of us know how it is, late at night looking for a job. And I found Melissa's listing, and it was so exciting and full of life and her personality that I just immediately applied, and I ended up here. And I love it here.
So before we get too deep into why she loves it here, because a lot of people say that, and a lot of people don't really understand what happens when you walk through that front door, because I did it about 2 years ago, maybe 4 weeks ago for you.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
In the job listing, you don't quite comprehend what exactly is waiting for you behind those doors. So what I want you to kind of explain to everybody out there, you walk into a company that sells traffic cones, bulk water, absorbent products, valet equipment. Yes. So what was going through your head the minute that you walked in? You saw the team out there, you saw kind of just an information dump of everything that we do, plus seeing the warehouse and all of the inner workings of what makes a business like this function.
It was overwhelming for me, to be sure. I had, like I think you and everyone that works here, never for a second thought about Gatorade, traffic cones, custom water. It's not something I think about my everyday life. But when I walked in, the team was truly just so full of people I automatically clicked with. Like my first interview, I was chit-chatting with Steve, who was our sales rep. And everyone, the moment I sat down and asked if I needed water, people were talking, smiling, laughing. And it just felt so much less sterile than all the other places I'd been before. And it was just truly a bustling place of productivity and excitement and energy and creativity. And people were just helping each other. It was truly completely different than any other office I'd walked into before.
You can say that again. It's definitely different around here.
Yeah.
The more that we do these interviews, maybe the more stories that will be out there for you guys to kind of get a sense of what we do around here all day, every day. One of the biggest ones, you came on with Melissa's explicit instructions if you're going to own all things water.
Yes.
Bottled water, emergency water, custom water,
boxed aluminum
boxed
cans.
water, aluminum. See, there's an entire world out there that people, you hear, maybe the average person like myself knows about custom bottled water, but that is literally just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And there's no manual for here's what you do and here's how this works. And they don't really explain how a certain sector within a business, like we are a B2B wholesaler, but then there's all these little pieces that all need someone to kind of own and truly champion. Yeah. So what I want to know is, what has it been like building this program or this world in your water? What has that been like? And then what have you been learning as you're going through this?
Yeah, I learned a lot about water. I've learned a lot specifically about business-to-business wholesales, what it means to order things in bulk and what that means from the manufacturer to us, the distributor, to the customer. I learned a lot about how much really goes into that, something that I never considered. I truly thought water gets made, gets put on truck goes, but there's a million people in between that touch every single aspect of that order, whether it's the sale itself, the quote that we give our customers, whether that's the people that are actually in charge of ordering it, that who communicate with our manufacturers, there's so much going into it that I truly never saw coming. My first few weeks here, 2 weeks here, really, I spent a lot of time listening because I had to learn a whole new sector and how to figure basically out how everything works. And everyone was super nice, and I was annoying everyone, knocking on doors all day long, asking questions that were self-explanatory to them, but not to me, as someone who came in. And everyone never made me feel dumb or made me feel like something was obvious. It was always, let me explain to you why this works, and I understand that you don't understand. And then they let me personally, after hearing all that information, kind of make my own way and start understanding how I think I would change it. And everyone's just been so nice and accommodating and so into it. Like, everyone sees every single product as their own. Jake cares as much about water as I do. I care about as much as marketing as Jake does. Like, everyone's so interlinked. It's like no one says no. Everyone says yes and. It's a very uplifting community to be in. To
piggyback on that, I don't know if I can care about water as much as you do.
No.
But I do genuinely care about all the things that we do here, water being one of them. We touched on it a little bit. Obviously, we have the custom bottled water here. We also have bottled, canned, box, purified filling stations. We have all these things that Hydration Depot has, kind of dipped their toe in, figuratively. But what I would like you to help us understand is what genuinely is under your umbrella in this water world for the people out there that might be seeing this for the first time. Like, anything that we can do in terms of water, like, I want you to kind of like tell them, like, hey, like, we can do this, like, just give them a brief overview of what it is that's in your world and all the solutions you can help for someone seeing this for the first time.
Got it. So what can we do? Honestly, if one thing I learned here at Hydration Depot and OES Global is anything you want us to do, we will find a way. That's literally our motto, and I've seen it in action every single day. But to be more specific, we can do custom bottled water. We're currently focusing more on custom as it is, looking at different sizes, different vendors, seeing if we can get it to you faster for a better price than anyone else can. We're trying to make everything as user-friendly as possible. That's something we've really been focusing on, making sure that if you don't get it, give us a call and we'll make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. We're focusing also more on our eco-friendly initiative, where we're going towards more boxed water, canned water. I know a lot of states are doing bottle taxes for plastic bottles, and that can sometimes really add up. So we're trying to find a new way for people who are in those states like California, New York, Maine, to have a better option with us, and that's what we're currently working on. Beyond that, we also do emergency water. So I know Melissa talked about this in an earlier episode where you need water. If there's something coming on, it's either a storm or hurricane or anything of that nature, and we will do everything we can. We will find a way to get you water as fast as possible.
Yeah, we've got that emergency line. It's on our website. You can call us 24 hours a day, 365. Doesn't matter what's going on. Someone is going to be answering that call, and we're going to be figuring it out and getting you the emergency supplies that you need.
Yep.
On a lighter note,
Yeah.
All of the things that kind of fall under your umbrella, what is like the most fun thing that you enjoy like figuring out or doing, or maybe even the most fun product that you like working on?
I've really been enjoying custom water. That's kind of what I've been focusing on recently, just because I didn't realize how many different kinds there were, how different they are, like from the label, like this is our sandwich label that I think is really cool, where you can have 3 spots to print on. So the front, the inside where the customer can see through.
That's kind of like the Fiji bottle, right?
Like the Fiji bottle, yeah. And then our back, this is called our 3D label. I think it's one of the coolest things we sell. Not a lot of people sell these, and they've been really popular, and I think everyone should look into getting one. I've also been learning how there's different kinds of bottles, how water works, purified, spring, electrolyte, and I just think it's really interesting. I think that's honestly been my favorite part, just figuring out exactly how all that stuff works.
That's super cool. So this one, it's like maybe like the most technology enhanced with 3 different printing spaces.
Absolutely.
But then we have a couple different varieties here. You want to maybe just, for the uninitiated just give me the very quick 411 on what we're looking at here.
I got you. Yeah. So first we have our bullet cylinder bottles. These are the nicest ones. These are personally, I think, that also look the nicest. This is a clear label with just Just like someone's Dudley Sports Bar and Grill print
And
on
I see
there.
that you have a QR code on there as well.
Yes, we also do QR codes so that whenever you're at like an event or you are, this one actually is for scanning your menu, which I think is really cool.
That is
what
cool.
they did. Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
So they're really popular for events, trade shows that people can scan your QR code. I've seen people put their emails on there for you to reach out and stuff like that. I think these are really, really cool, and people do really cool things with these.
And who knew? Now water is a literal walking billboard.
It's a literal marketing strategy. It's insane.
Super cool.
Yeah, and then we have our regular, which is this with a full color label. These have like what you normally see in water bottles, where it's like the ribbing on them. I don't think they look as nice as a bullet, but some people prefer these. This is a full color. This is just what your daily thing. We can also put QR codes on there. We have put like phone numbers on there for people to call. Again, same thing, walking billboard. This is a smaller version in case you don't want one of these big ones. We can do them in small. And then we also have our 3D label. That's kind of the spiel. Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What I want to know is you kind of touched on trade shows, and I guess maybe this one is a restaurant. Are there any unexpected, let's say, industries or companies or use cases that you've seen in your brief tenure here for custom water, like a cool place that maybe you didn't even think that people were buying?
Yeah, no, I've seen one of the interesting ones I've seen is they put them for actually was calling with this company earlier. They have a custom bottled water for museum stores. So they actually sell these and it has the museum logo on it. And they were telling me that people take the label off and they keep it for their scrapbooks, which I think is really cute.
That's cool.
I've also seen schools do them for like spirit days, for big events. I've seen trade shows again. I've also seen restaurants. One of the interesting things I've also seen is like tattoo places where people like actually have like their actual tattoo like options on there, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, no, I've seen some cool stuff.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So custom bottled water, everything on Hydration Depot in the realm of water. It was let's say operating before you got here, but now that you're here and truly owning it and making the calls, connecting with the people, figuring it out, I just want to know like where you see this program going. Like I think one of the coolest things that you just touched on was like QR codes, and that opens up an entire world of possibilities to like create landing pages and like all these things. Like I just want to hear like where you see like this water program, not even custom, but just like everything water going. Yeah, no.
So Hydration Depot is Hydration Depot. So you would assume we sell water and that's one of our main things. And I was surprised when I started working here that it wasn't. Mostly due to logistical reasons, but those are things we can easily overcome. And those are things we're actively working on overcoming, and it's going great. I'm sorry, I forgot your question.
No, it was just like, so we're doing custom bottled water and boxed aluminum, all that great stuff. Where do you see like the future of Hydration Depot's water program? Because what we're trying to be, and I'm sure that's why Melissa brought you on, is that when someone thinks of custom bottled water or boxed water or aluminum water or just water in some vessel, Melissa wants it to be Hydration Depot at number one, top of mind. So like, are there any weird like other types of products that you see, or like where do you just see the program going as a whole? We just want to know like the future of water. Like what does that even look like?
Well, the future of water is Hydration Depot.
There you go. One. That's a nice tagline. We have to steal that.
Thank you. We're going to. We're actually putting it on our website. Joking. But. Yeah, no, I think what Melissa said, I want to be number one in what people consider. I want to be someone that companies, when they think, oh, we're having an event or, oh, we're doing something, we need water, that we're the first people they call. Just reminding people out there that are already purchasing stuff from us that we also do this, because I know that I've been in a lot of trade shows in my previous careers, and almost everyone has these companies that, smaller companies, construction companies, that you wouldn't even consider having custom water. But just beyond that, I think water is something that everyone needs. Emergency water is something everyone needs. And I think it's something that the thing that gives us our edge is that we will do a way to get them there. So once they order, that's just kind of it. Like, I don't explain how, other than we're going to be number one. That's kind of it.
No, I mean, I think the nice theme that we keep seeing woven through all of these podcasts is we are the find a way company. So what I think we could touch on with that is you've got bottled water, you've got boxed water, and you've got canned water. And let's say someone calls and they don't really know the differences between the two or why you would pick one versus the other. You even mentioned like a bottle tax on plastic bottles, which I didn't even know was a thing. So if someone were to call in, they're like, hey, like, I've got XYZ thing and I need XYZ water for it. Where would you steer them? And like, what are the differences between those three and like strengths, weaknesses, and then like, I guess even maybe a separate question after that I will ask, but I'll hold on to it so we don't get too distracted.
I got it. Got to stay on topic. So there's a lot of different waters and it's pretty overwhelming. I didn't really know anything about water before I started working here. So let me give you the 1, 2, 3s. So we first have purified water. Purified water comes from any source. It can be from a stream. It can be recycled water. It's often distillated, purified. Everything's done to it to make it as clear as possible and as clean as possible. That's normally also your cheapest option. Then we have box or aluminum water.
Question.
Yes.
Does that water go in all 3 receptacles or containers?
Yes.
So it can go into any 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, yeah, you're good.
Then we also have spring water before I go to the other things. Spring water comes from what you would think it is, a spring. So it's purified, but it's made sure that those minerals that are in there stay in there and that those health benefits come with it. You can also normally kind of taste, normally when a water tastes a little crispier, that means it's spring water.
You heard it here first,
Fun
folks.
Fact.
Crispy water, Hydration Depot.
Yeah, Hydration Depot for crispy water. When the water just tastes a little better, normally that means it's spring water because it's naturally from a spring.
Interesting.
Yep. And we actually get them in all 3 types. You can do custom, aluminum. So to talk about
both water types can go into any receptacle. Okay.
Yeah.
So then receptacles, why would anyone pick those differences in those?
Yes. So we have the normal bottled water. A normal bottled water is just what you see at your grocery stores. It's everywhere, but we just sell it to you for cheaper in a bigger quantity, which you will always need because water doesn't go bad. Only the plastic does. We can also do aluminum cans or boxed water. Now, why would you want these things? There is a price difference, which I understand. The reason why is firstly, go green. It's better for the earth. We're using less water. We're using less plastic. It's better for everyone around us. Second of all, bottle taxes. So some states, California, New York.
Love that you brought that up. That was going to be my next question.
We're right
What
back.
is it and what does it apply to? Because I'm already thinking of little loopholes I think I might be able to get around it. And I'm just playing. I thought that was LJ. I was going to yell at him, but it's okay. Hey.
No, it's okay.
We're flying by the seat of our pants here, folks. It's OES Global. There's hustle. There's bustle. Anyway,
There's
bottle tax.
Yes, there's always someone running in here, and that's how you know we're doing stuff just for you. So bottle tax is basically where states are trying to get rid of plastic bottles. Some governments are also doing it, like Miami-Dade's personally doing it and having a no plastic bottle initiative, where we all agree that plastic is bad, so we're trying to phase it out as easy as possible. The way we do that is by making it more expensive. So when you buy a bottle of water like this, you basically, just like in Europe, have to bring it back to a distributor, or you have to bring it back even to a grocery store, and then you get 10 cents back. But that 10 cents or whatever is per bottle, and it's normally it's for all water bottles that are going to those locations.
And
so
it's
we have to
just
charge
plastic.
those. Just plastic.
So if I ordered boxed or aluminum, no bottle tax.
No bottle tax.
So where maybe is there a middle ground where it's like maybe that's our cheapest option, but like after the bottle tax, like does it make more sense to just go with the sustainable option in those specific states maybe?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're working on. So we're currently starting to partner with Rainwater, fully aluminum, fully recycled. And we're looking as well for more options for recycled aluminum cans, box water, to just make sure that things are a little bit more affordable in those states that have these plastic water taxes, just because it gets pretty expensive at the end with the plastic bottle tax on top of it. Sometimes rain or aluminum, while it looks more expensive on the site, is actually the cheapest option. Yeah.
Learning so many new things today that I didn't even think that we were going to get into.
Didn't know this 2 weeks ago either.
Exactly.
Now you know.
Where my head starts spinning is for people out there for custom bottled water. Like, where does could we build something for them out there that would give them the breakdown? Let's say they didn't even know what they wanted; they just had a budget, and they said, "I got maybe $1,500. Get me the best bang for my buck in terms of, cost. Let's call it design, and then whatever it's called, eco-friendliness." The way that my brain starts thinking is it shows you, what you could get in plastic, what you could get in aluminum, and then what you could get in boxed water, and then like what the differences would be between those. That's just where my brain starts going for like a little customer tool landing page might be coming soon, everyone.
Well, now he's saying it definitely is coming soon.
One of the big things that we love to do at OES Global and all of the brands is what our fearless leader, Melissa, has been instilling into us is eliminating pain points. And I would think that for people who don't even know that bottle tax exists, like that's probably a pretty big pain point of trying to figure out, okay, I got $1,500 for my event and now I want to do all these things, but then I have to go bring these things back. So that's just where my brain goes, to try and like eliminate that. Throughout your learning curve of all of, not even custom bottled water, just water in general, what are some other pain points that you've identified from maybe like the supplier standpoint? And then like, I know that's like the one key thing in business that everyone tries to, is like get into the mind of your customer. But what are some other things that maybe you've like experienced or can see that would be pain points for the customer, and like maybe what we're trying to do to absolve those pain points? Yeah.
Well, number one is, where are you getting from? It's easy to type in water in Google and hope that you're getting the best deal, but at Hydration Depot, we don't do average, we do awesome. So we want to make sure you're getting the best deal. So the first thing I found that was the hardest for customers is trying to figure out where you're getting it from. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend us, obviously, but just really do your research, see what's out there, do your quotes, and hopefully come back to us. Another thing I saw a lot of customers have problems with was the customer friendliness of a lot of programs. A lot of the stuff for custom water specifically was not very user friendly, which is something that we are actively currently changing and fixing on our website to make sure. Actually, Jake did a great video on it also, helping me out.
Go check that out.
Go check
Michael,
it out.
Perfect time to link it.
But yeah, we've been making sure that we make everything as easy as possible. We have agents always on call for any quote requests or any problems, and that's all. People are always calling, always helping people fix things, and trying to make sure you get the best bang for your buck. But yeah, I think overall that's about it. Those are like the biggest pain points. Beyond, of course, there's issues with distribution and logistics, but we'll get into that later, I'm assuming.
No, I mean, I'm getting ready to roll right into it.
Oh, okay, let's start it.
One of the things that we do across all of our brands is obviously we do bulk. One of the philosophies of all of the brands in OES Global is passing along wholesale direct savings to the consumer. So by purchasing in bulk, it's not as easy as getting it delivered same day on Verizon. Especially on some of the more custom products. But then, pallet or truckload quantities of any type of water, whether it be boxed aluminum or bottled, there's going to be some logistics stuff that you mentioned. So I want you to kind of break down for the people out there, like what exactly happens when they, we've made a very beautiful Hydration Depot website where they can order a literal truckload of water. They click one button and, it goes to checkout and they're done. Then it comes to us, and now all of a sudden we have like probably 2.5 weeks worth of work to start working on, because that's just not as easy as clicking a button.
But it's worth it for you guys.
Absolutely. So maybe just talk a little bit about behind the scenes, like with the logistics of like the quantities and everything we're working in. And then I'll hold on to my second question as I did previously, so we don't get sidetracked. But yeah.
Thank you, Jake.
Absolutely.
What happens? Let me be honest with you and quite frank. Water is cheap. And water is heavy. I've done hours and hours of research. There is nothing to change or negate that fact. So what happens is when something is cheap and something is heavy, especially because it's water is so heavy, freight or shipping costs a lot of money, because we can't put as much on a truck because it's so heavy. Trucks will exceed their weight limit going up mountains. So shipping costs a lot of money. Now, you can go to some other companies who have shipping built into their pricing. We wanted to be a lot more transparent than that and give you the honest cost of shipping on our end and give you the best deal. So when you press that quote button or when you press that purchase button, there's 2 or 3 people working on the back end, Alex, Casey, and Ty specifically, who are looking at all of our freight options, also LJ, shout out to LJ, who are all looking at freight options, making sure, double checking, trying to see if it's cheaper to ship from the people that are actively selling us the water or shipping through a third company, and how fast we can get it there. Because sometimes the cheapest option doesn't always mean that it will get to you on time or it will get to you at all. So it's all this internal logic and all this tribal knowledge, basically, that we're using to make sure that your water gets to where it needs to go as fast as possible.
Tribal knowledge that I hope they're sharing with you.
Oh, no, I'm getting all in there. If you look at my notebooks, they're quite hectic.
Beautiful.
Very serious.
One of the things that you mentioned that I think everyone out there is waiting on bated breath for.
Bated breath.
If they're ordering a pallet-sized quantity of any type of water, what is the lead time looking like? Like, I imagine most of these are for something that they can, they know when it's going to be, hopefully, except if it's an emergency order, which we will also,
we will do it as
we'll
fast
rush.
as possible.
So they have an event, they have something that they need this water for. How soon do they need to contact you and get this ball rolling? Like, how long is it going to take for them to get their product once they order it? Or maybe they're just even thinking about it and they're like, hey, like, this is my idea. Like, this is when I have it. Like, just give us a little rundown on lead times and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to. So lead times for all our products are different. We have, for example, for custom water right now, our lead time is about 15 business days. That's because right now, as all our custom water distributors keep telling me, it's the Super Bowl of custom water this summer. Everyone's getting custom water. So the machines are constantly working. Now, this can take a little bit longer, or which we will not accept, or a lot shorter if you with a rush fee, that we can make it down to 10 business days. Now for regular water, it depends on the water you're getting. We have something called fast shipping truckload or fast shipping pallet, which basically means our guys on the other end are calling, seeing which one of our manufacturers can get you the water as fast as possible, and we're using it based on that time. So we have a few different people and a few different industry secrets we can't tell you. Hush, hush. That will make sure that we get it to you as fast as possible. It is at a premium cost, but that premium cost includes speed.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
You get what you pay for here. And I think that is like another thing that we stand behind on all of the brands is, absorbents for less, traffic cones for less. We kind of play around with that name, but something that we've always kind of stood on business is we're selling quality for less. Everything that comes through this building that we put on our website is a direct reflection of us, and we would never stand behind a product we didn't believe in.
Absolutely.
And that includes the shipping, the lead time, the customizations, all that stuff. We very thoroughly vet, so we're not just hucking water over here. The water is an exact science. Absolutely.
But yeah.
One of the other things, we've already looked at a lot of these awesome demo bottles, if you will.
Demos.
I don't have a very artistic bone in my body. So let's say,
yes, you do.
Let's say I had an idea and I like this one for like a sports bar and then having their menu on there. Let's say Flanagan's were located in South Florida. What if they came to us and they're like, hey, we have a logo and we have obviously our menu, but like that's about where our design knowledge stops. They send those to us, and then can we build an entire custom bottled water for them? And who does that? Give them a little secret sauce of why we are the Find a Way company and what we can do for them.
Yes. So unlike other companies that if you have any questions or if you want them to make your thing, you have to pay an extra surcharge. We do it for free because we believe that if you order something, you should like what you're ordering, and we think that for people like me and Jake who don't have an artistic bone in our body, that we should not be handicapped by our lack of artistic ability. So that's what we have Kyle and Michael, who are making proofs. We basically, if you just give us a call or even in our, we have
chat, go online.
Yeah, chat, go online. You can fill in a form and give us the bare bones of what you want, and we will send you as many proofs until you love it. And we'll get on a call with you if you have any questions, and we'll make sure that it comes out as good as possible.
So they pretty much get our team of graphic designers at
free.
our disposal with their order, is essentially what you're saying. Can you believe it, people? Like, who knew that not only is it the easiest thing in the world, but it's also very affordable. Custom bottled water. It's a marvel that we've started doing, and we're only getting better and better at it by the day. What I also wanted to, this is going to be a complete 180 flip here, but guys, we're on a crunch. We've got other things to do today. We can't just podcast all day. So
I would love to.
As much as that would be, we've got real work to do. We got to get this water out to you guys.
I got to check some orders.
What I wanted to flip to is that we've talked a little bit about the emergency water line. I think one of the best use cases out there is last year, I believe it was Waterbury, Connecticut. It's a small town. There was either freezing pipes or a bursted pipe or something happened, and like more than half the town was without water for days and days and days. And Hydration Depot got a call. I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning one night when it happened. Long story short, we got them all of the we got them all of the emergency water that they could need within like 24 or 48 hours or something like that. I just want to, have you talk a little bit about like the capabilities in that regard for, we are in Florida, and there are a lot of people in not even Florida, but like the southern United States that are at hurricane risk, flooding risk when the Biltmore and that, travesty happened when there was all that flooding. We were able to not only do emergency relief for traffic cones for less, but also Hydration Depot to help the guys on the lines that were setting back up the power and everything. I mean, we're no strangers to, acts of God and, terrible natural disasters and stuff. That's like a very weird other sector that I know that you don't necessarily own, but, in terms of what we can do and the speed at which we can do for some of our safety products, which essentially everything that OES Global sells is under the guise of protecting people and property, and water is no exception if you think about it.
No.
For, emergency water specifically, thank God we haven't had any yet, but as you've been, in this role and learning a little bit more about water, what can you divulge about if something were to happen, what we can do? I don't know if it would necessarily be you picking up that phone, but someone will pick up that phone.
Someone will pick up that phone.
And when we have all of the information at hand and then they pass that along to you, give the people a nice warm blanket. Make them feel like whatever you've been learning and picking up on the job is really going to just don't worry. You call us. It's one call. You can finally take a deep breath. Just go ahead and tell the people something nice.
So what we can do, what you in that moment of time can't do, you're not panicking, but you're doing a million things. We can take over this one thing for you, which is water or whatever emergency services you need. Because what we have at our disposal that you don't is about 20 phones, I think it is, of people making continuous calls to every single place that we can find on the internet in our own lists of secret people that we have. We will find a way, and we will spend our entire day if need be doing it. So that's what we have that we can offer. We have time. We have people that are persistent and are on the phone all day long. I've seen people on phone calls for hours at a time, picking up, calling again, just to make sure we get that to you. So that's what we have. We have the resources to get you what you need.
That's awesome. Kind of tying into emergency, when things are in demand, everything behind the logistics of getting it to you becomes messy.
Yes.
Whether it's an emergency or whether it's just peak season, which right now it is.
Yes,
We're ending August. We've got maybe
never-ending peak season.
Never-ending peak season, people. You heard it here first. As the temperature starts to climb down, maybe that's how I should have worded that.
That's a good way.
We start, moving away from people that are like, "Holy, it's so hot, I need it right now."
Yes.
But we're still in the throes of it right now.
Yeah.
For still summer months, people still working outside. People, maybe they've already ordered once or twice, and now they're running out. And now they're back to I need it. And what we've always been preaching people is pre-order, auto ship. Pre-order, auto ship, and don't when you've run out, don't let the floor sit empty. Just always have a nice stock on hand, because you truly never know when you're going to need it, or never know when you're going to need it. When everything is full, when the bottling lines are going crazy, like you mentioned, it's the Super Bowl of bottled water right now.
Bottled water.
When the factories are open 24/7 and things just don't stop moving. How is that crunch mitigated by you and Hydration Depot?
Yeah.
And how does it change when you tell a customer hey, it is 15 days, but if you truly need it in 10, here's what we're going to be able to do for you.
Yeah. So it's as he said, I want to just one more time say, I'm a procrastinator myself. I understand that you don't think things are going to affect you until they do, but I promise you something will pop up and you will need it. The amount of phone calls we get in a day, not even for water, but for just all products going, "Oh my God, I need it now. When we called you 2 weeks ago asking if you guys needed it because it was about that time, this could have all been mitigated, but we can still help. We will still love to help, and we will find a way to help you. But please don't wait till the last second. What do we do when that happens is if you really need that rush fee and you really need it there in 10 weeks, we call. I know who to call. LJ knows who to call. Casey knows who to call. We call. We email. And we talk to our manufacturers. We move some things around and we make sure it gets done. And then we have LJ making sure it gets picked up. He's calling. I actually just talked to him. He was calling like 6 different people, making sure things got, like all of our pallets got picked up. So that means that if you're in a time crunch, we're checking in every step of the way, making sure things get to you on time.
Love that.
Yes.
Another thing that I love is this question. Every podcast, we take like a little 2-3 minute break and we just talk about what's going on in the world right now. So this one's the easiest one to date. Melissa is in Paris right now. It's her birthday. Again, happy birthday. What I wanted to ask is if you got a plane ticket that could have any destination on it and you're flying there first class, where would you go?
Ooh,
where do you want to go?
I need you to answer that question also when I'm done.
Sure, of course. I got my answer locked and loaded.
Oh, you've got yours? I want to go to New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? When I hear New Zealand, 3 things I think of are 1, that's where they filmed Lord of the Rings and the rugby.
Neither of those. But
shout out to the All Blacks, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Don't know who you are, but I think you're killing it. I think you're killing it. So the reason why I want to go to New Zealand is 1, there's Lake Mackenzie. My name is Mackenzie. A little bit of narcissist.
So cute.
Yes. 2, I would love to go to Australia, but everything will kill you there. And 3, I love extreme sports, and New Zealand is filled with extreme sports. I want to go cave diving. I want to go whitewater rafting. You can whitewater raft off an actual waterfall in New Zealand, the only commercial place you can do that in the world. Rock climbing and that kind of stuff, and that's what I want to do. And that's my perfect vacations, and that's all in New Zealand.
Guys, it sounds like Mackenzie has a death wish over here.
I do.
She wants to fall off a mountain, go over a waterfall, and get stuck in a cave. That's my perfect vacation as well.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Anyway, you can have all that. I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm flying out to Turkey to go to Bodrum, however you say it. And me and Drake are going to be at one of those beach clubs just kicking it because I feel like we have one conversation. I go, hey, bro, I know who you are. And then we're just going to vibe. And then we'll just have the whole vacation just doing best friend.
Oh, I see
best friend stuff. Michael, you need to bleep that.
Michael,
best friend
don't
stuff.
Bleep it. Don't bleep
Sorry,
it,
guys.
Michael.
I'm getting a little too comfortable over here. But yeah, Bodrum. I think that would be super, super fun.
I've never heard of Bodrum.
I think it's like one of those places where the affluent kind of go and they want to keep it a secret. So I'm almost exposing them right now.
How dare you?
Exactly. But anyway.
You're on a hit list right now.
If Melissa's in France, we will stay in France for a second, but we'll bring it back in. We'll make it work related. This, I don't know if it's true, but I have it in my notes, so I'm going to read it anyway. France basically invented the idea of bottled water.
Really?
If you want to fact check me on that and put it in the comments with a link to Wikipedia or wherever you're going to link it, I'd be happy to see that too.
Michael, see if he's lying.
France came up with the idea of having bottled water be a status object, I think.
Yes, makes sense. That seems very French.
Let's go with that and let's stay in that lane for here. Avion, yes. Perrier, like
yes.
all of these bottled waters that maybe 20 years ago you'd get one at a restaurant accidentally when they offered you sparkling or still, and now you didn't say tap, and then they brought you this bottled water, and you're like, oh my gosh, are we rich? Like, are we rich? I'm going to assume that the French came up with that, practice, or at least those brands specifically. But at the end of the day, you've talked. Purified water, spring water, still water. How different are these waters? And for the price points that they're charging, like at the end of the day, it's
water.
It's water. It's going to hydrate you. It's going to keep you alive. So, a $25 bottle of water versus a $1 bottle of water, it's really not that different. But by putting it in a different light, putting it in a different environment, all of a sudden you've created the status around this.
Absolutely.
What I'm trying to get at by doing this.
Okay, we're getting there.
We sell bottled water.
Correct.
A lot of people might think bottled water, I'm not going to use any of these examples. Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 is promoting something. They have a very specific brand identity that they've been crafting for over 27 years is when the first Toy Story came out, I believe.
How do you remember that number?
It might be 28 because it came out in my birth year, 1997.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is maybe people think that, custom bottled water, that's not for me. It's kitschy or it's, let's say, not cool. But as we know, there are cool things out there. Take that, run with it. How do you, tell people we can make your brand elevated?
Yes. So thank you for asking. That's a great question. First of all, do you drink Dasani water?
Coca-Cola, don't come after me for this one, but I do not drink Dasani.
Why?
I don't like the taste of it.
Correct.
I think that it's like very
gross.
It's like oily.
Yeah,
and when you drink it,
it's not hydrating, right?
It's like I don't even know. I'd rather drink hose water than that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I grew up, playing outside, and on a hot summer day when you finally get the water to come out of the hose that's cold, it's one of my favorite waters of all time. I will do, like, if I had my choice, I'm a Voss water guy.
You're a Voss kind of guy.
I love the glass. Whenever I saw Grown Ups 1 for the first time, when he's at the restaurant, he says, "Can I get a Voss water?" I was probably 9 or 10, and I was like, wow. Again, what we're talking about, he said Voss water. I went and looked it up. Turns out it's a real thing. And then all of a sudden, I thought that was the coolest thing that you could possibly have. And it's just water in a special container.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me personally, like, when you're at a restaurant, they bring you those free of charge Voss water, and you're like, oh my God, I've made it. That's kind of the same thing with custom water. I've gone again to a lot of trade shows, and custom water is always the first thing to go. Normally because they don't have an open bar and people are thirsty after hours of talking to people and networking, talking and walking like we all do. And everyone can just grab one of these. This is something that you're looking at, or it's a conversation starter. I personally started conversations over water, but I'm very extroverted, so it might just be me. But yeah, no, it's something that shows people who you are. It shows that you take that extra special step, that you understand who you are, your brand, and what you're pushing. Like, for example, on this one with the menu, it's not just something you see, but it can become interactive as well. We've seen a lot of the interactive things with it, like the menu. And I think it's something that people underestimate the importance of. I personally, when I see a nice bottle of water, maybe also now because I'm all day long staring at bottled water, I'm like, oh, that's a nice bottle of water. I actually keep a fancy glass of Voss water in the freezer or in the fridge here at work all day long because I just like drinking out of certain bottles more than others. I think there's really a bigger difference than people think, and I think it's really something that sets you apart.
No, definitely. I mean, I think that it's like you can portray any message you want on the water that we sell, whether you want to just communicate, here's my restaurant, scan the menu, and then we, with our in-house design team, can take not even your vision, but like you just tell us what you're trying to communicate, and we'll be able to push that design in the right direction to get across whatever message you're looking for. Whether it's purely informational or like an advertisement, more or less, because like what we've already talked about, when you're drinking the water, you're looking at it like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then whatever message you want to come across. I mean, these are walking billboards. There's so much you can put on there. All of that great stuff.
Also, I personally, like, if I get business, I'm very type B and I lose things very easily. Business cards, I will lose. One of these, I won't, because it's just so much bigger.
No, that's not a bad idea. We might have to do business card water next.
Business cards would be sick on there, yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I've seen some of them already popping up here and there, and I really like them. What would you, if you could put anything on a bottled water, Jake? What would you put? If that's your dream.
That is a good question. I think it would definitely have to be a QR code, and
Absolutely.
then I think the QR code would be like real time.
Real time.
One of the things that I really like about a nice bottled water, like what you mentioned, is like when it's done, I like to refill my bottles. This is the only bottle I have. I probably should wash it more than once a week, but
water.
If I have a nice bottle of water, I keep refilling it because I don't like to throw away so much plastic. We have a water filling station here at the office where every time you
Which
fill
we
it
also
up,
sell, by the way. We highly recommend.
Absolutely. Every time you refill it, it ticks up and says how many bottles that you've saved.
Yeah.
What I think would be really cool for like a boxed water or an aluminum water is like you scan the QR code and you can see how many X amount of plastic you've diverted from the landfill.
Amazing
or
idea.
However many aluminum tons have been recycled, or just something to make you kind of feel good. But on the water, you can have whatever you want. So maybe on the water, I would have our OES Global brand, and then on the other side, it would be scan this to learn how OES Global is keeping it green.
Ooh.
We can show off all of the initiatives that you mentioned with the eco, with the water, and then in a later podcast that's going to be coming out probably in the next couple weeks, we're going to be teasing our Traffic Cones for Less recycling initiative, which is very exciting that we're working on.
I'm really excited to hear.
What would you put on a custom bottled water?
My face. No, I'm joking.
Which you can do, and we have done. We can put a face on bottled water or our Traffic Cones.
Make sure it's a good picture though, because some pictures people are sending in are a little. We can do. I've seen your Instagram. You can do better than that. But no, if I could put anything on, I really like your idea with like saving bottled water.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the ones, if you've seen them, where they're like when you go to like a restaurant, they're like, oh, this was stolen from.
Those are cute. Yeah,
one of those would be really cute.
That's the type of stuff that you want to take a picture of.
Yeah,
and
you
want
to take home.
Your brand not only did it reach one person, the person who took it, but now if it lives online, you could have literal billions of people.
Billions, yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't have to be just this one very narrow view, like, oh, it's bottled water. It's like, no, like, think big picture here, people.
It's literally like, again, I know this is bottled water, but it can be anything you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. And if you, like, again, we're going to keep hammering these points home, folks.
Yeah, we're going to
hammer. If you don't know what that is, give us a call. We'll walk you right through it.
We don't even need you to know what you want. If you just give us your website and
we know what you want. No,
we can figure it out. No, just give us a vague idea. Mm-hmm. Just give us a vibe. That's all our team really needs is a vibe. And I promise you, we can get what you need. And if we don't get it the first time, I'm sure we'll get it by the third or fourth. And we'll keep sending you proofs until we get it.
Yeah, we'll rein it back in here for a second, and then we'll get a little silly again. Ooh. All the people that you've been speaking to, I mean, I remember when you placed your first order, everyone went nuts. It was super exciting. It's already happening. Who are some of like the people that are calling for this? Like, what industries are they in? What are you learning about who's buying bottled water, or maybe the diversity of who's buying it?
Everyone. OES Global, Traffic Cones, Hydration Depot, we've always been kind of laser focusing on one kind of person. Mm-hmm. And I think that has gotten us very far, and it's gotten us here. And I mean, we're doing a podcast. Everything's going amazing. Mm-hmm. But what I've learned is, as I've been manually checking all these orders and going through and finding out who's really buying water, is that everyone's buying water. Yeah. Water is, I think, one of the most diverse products we have on our website. I think a lot more people are coming in that, for example, people normally come in for Gatorade or Squinchers. We kind of know the person that's coming in for that. It's normally a construction person or someone that's like a school or a team or something like that. But water, I've seen hotels, I've seen high-class restaurants, I've seen events, I've seen people who are just literally getting personalized pallets of water for themselves at their homes. I've seen for trade shows, valets, I've seen it for gift shops, I've seen it for concerts, I've seen it for truly everything. I think it's one of the most diverse products we have, and I think it's something that everyone needs but is not out there as available as it should be. Very specifically for custom water as well.
We don't have to give away our secret sauce. Never. But our water, we source from a couple wholesale manufacturers, just like probably everyone else does. The water, how important when someone orders stuff, we have a couple different brands of bottled water right now. Who are those, and why are we going with them right now, versus all the other ones that are out there?
So we're currently going with Crystal Geyser, and then also Niagara, and everything that comes with that pro line. Those are our main, and we're also currently starting to work with Rainwater, which I'm very excited about. Aluminum cans, everything's 100% recycled. And we also work with Aqualy, and then Piedmont Springs for all of our custom water.
Got it.
Those are we're currently working with. We are always open to more people, so if you're interested in putting your water on our site, please don't hesitate to reach me. You can either email me at Mackenzie at oesglobalinc.com. Michael, please put that right here.
Thank you, Michael.
Or call me from my phone number, 954-281-7797. And I will get your water on our site. If it if everything works out for both of us. I think one of the things that I really appreciate about OES Global is how respectful we are to our manufacturers and to people on the other side. We understand what you're doing because we're doing a similar thing on our end. So we get it. Like, if something happens, we understand, and we will always do our best to make sure that from both ends it's a mutually beneficial agreement and relationship.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think what would be a nice little advertisement to the potential, brands or partners of our bottled water.
Call me.
Let's do, and you go first since I went first on the other one. Let's do your top 5 waters tier list. Doesn't have to be any ones that we sell. It can just be anything. Think of it as a, hey, give us a call. We like you.
Number 1, Mountain Valley.
Okay. I had that on my list. That's a good pick. I'm going to have it on my list too.
Okay, good. You're good. Number 2, Voss Waters. Yep. Number 3, we actually already go with you guys, but I love your water. Rain. Okay. Number 4, Sapphire Hills.
Okay.
I know, hot topic. And then number 4, I love sparkling water.
Any particular company, brand?
I know I already said it, but Mountain Valley sparkling water.
Oh, they do a sparkling.
Oh, and Saratoga. Saratoga, please call me. I love you. I love your bottled waters. They're the cutest bottled water.
The blue ones, right?
The blue ones are so cute.
The Ashton Hall ones.
Yes, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. They're super cute.
Okay, it's a pretty diverse list.
Thank you.
I had Voss at 1.
Yes, of course.
Mountain Valley at 2.
Great
choice. For those who don't know, that's the nice glass green bottles.
I actually have one in the freezer of that one as
well. They're so awesome.
They're so amazing to
For
drink out of.
3, I'm going to go with Evian.
Ooh.
That's the one with the pink cap.
Yeah.
I like that one on a plane. They sell those at the airports better than the glass bottle ones. That's
you
my
like
go.
The plastic one for Evian? They have glass bottles also.
Maybe that's new. I haven't tried the glass one, but that, like, out of at least Fort Lauderdale where we live, I grab the Evian every time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is a toss up. I think I'm gonna go Smart Water.
Smart Water?
Smart Water or Essentia, but I think I'm gonna go Smart Water just because it's nostalgic to me, because that was on my meal plan at Radford. Shout out Radford. Get one of those with your coffee every day. And then for number 5, I'm gonna have to go with a heavy hitter. We've kind of done maybe expensive to more affordable. Number 5, I'm going Poland Spring. Shout out Poland Spring.
Poland Spring?
That's like one of the best waters for, like, I think it's still like 2 for $1 or maybe 1 for $1.
You know, we're working to get with Poland
Spring would be such a like a not even underground, but just like a respect moment where people are like, nice, they got Poland Spring.
Poland Springs, if you know, you know. Poland Springs
that
is
actually, if you know, you know. Like, if you're like a water sommelier like we are, and you don't know what Poland Spring is, you can't even call yourself.
Can't even call. You want to know something crazy, Jake?
Yeah, tell me.
I didn't even like water until I started working here. I didn't drink water.
Crazy.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm on a gallon a day minimum right now.
Really?
I mean, I'm not a soda drinker. I'm not a, like, I guess that's the only other thing, really. I'm not drinking beer at, work or whatever.
No, that'd be crazy.
But, I drink my water and I drink coffee, and that's really just about it.
Wow.
And, when you're drinking coffee, you got to drink a lot of water because it's a diuretic. That's what that word is called. It makes you go to the bathroom a lot. But anyway.
Oh, is that why you're always in there?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm drinking a gallon of water a day. Plus, we have our espresso. So.
Oh, yeah, our new espresso machine.
Absolutely.
It's so nice.
So anyway, any of those companies out there, I know we're working with Poland Spring, which is music to my ears.
Yes.
That's so very, very cool.
I'll send you some. I'll get you some water from them.
That would be amazing if we could just stock the fridge here with Poland Spring, and then maybe every other brand after that. I think
Rainwater, yes, we love you. Smart Water, call me. Saratoga, call me. I would love to sell Saratoga bottles. I think they're the cutest bottles.
They would be super cool. I think that's just about going to do it for us here. We've covered a lot of ground. You've got her direct phone number. She already mentioned it earlier. Michael will put everything in the description. We'll have our website, the subcategory page where all of our water lives. You can click, you can call, or you can come on by, people. We are located at 1935 Northwest 18th Street, Pompano Beach, Florida, 33069. To close, I think that now that water is your whole world, do you ever pick up a bottle of water and just kind of like appreciate it for what it is? And, in your head, you're like, they could have done this, or they should have done that, or even they should have called me.
Can I tell you something? My friends are literally sending me pictures of bottled water from there. They're like, "Oh my God, we have Evian." I'm like, "That's crazy. They're so hard to get a hold of." Like I've hyper focused on water. It's truly, I look at water everywhere. I mean, I used to always if I saw a custom bottled water somewhere, be like, "Ooh, this place is nice." But now I actually know the background of it and how it gets there. And I look at water all day long. I look at the grocery stores. I look at the water aisle. I'm just like, "What do you guys got? Let me see."
We're entering her into a water-induced hypnosis over here, people.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty serious.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us. This was episode 106. I believe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll be back next week with, I think Melissa will be back by then.
Hopefully.
We're going to have
We miss you, Melissa.
We're going to have a talk about, I believe it's going to be our Squincher product line. You sense in a theme here, people. It's summer. We're going to be talking about Hydration Depot. Other than that, drop us a comment, what you liked, what you didn't like, something for us to comment in the future. Make sure you smash that like button, give us a like, and then turn on the bell so you get notified every time we drop an episode.
Come on, you don't want to see his face every week? It's week, right?
And if you enjoyed having Mackenzie on here, drop us a comment. I don't think anyone has commented who they want or don't want speaking anymore. So if that's me or her, positive or negative, leave us a comment.
Well, don't tell me if you don't want me to see me anymore.
Tell us. We want to know everything. Every single bit of engagement counts. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does.
If you have nothing else, that will do it for us. Anyone you want to shout out? Any closing thoughts?
Thank you, guys. Saratoga, call me. Smart Water, call me. And I really appreciate being on this podcast.
Absolutely.
And bye. Hi, Melissa. We miss you.
We will see you all next week. Thank you for coming. And we're out.